What's going on, folks? Just wanted to share with you how I plan on closing out the rest of my year, social media wise, some goals I have or what I'm doing. So, to help me stay creative going into next year and more productive. So, first, I should say that I want to leave as much of my pictures and media and videos and everything in this year and decade instead of bringing them into the next year. And what I mean by that is, creatively speaking, you know how, like, if you don't have anything to post and you don't really want to make anything new and you have this huge safety net of past stuff to post anyway, and you do it because I do it too. And I don't want to do that going into this year, especially hopefully being in a bunch of new cities and surroundings. I would hope that I would be motivated enough to try to go out and meet more people and collab more and do things, get up early, stay up late, hot, cold, rain or shine, stuff like that, because I know there's going to be times when I don't want to do anything, but because I'm going to be in a new area, I should. So I'm making a push to get as much stuff as I can out now and leave it here. And this is all stuff also, like, before, when Instagram was mainly just, and it's changed a lot now, how it was mainly just, pretty pictures. Now it's kind of like, or it can be kind of like a blog with pretty pictures. I understand that. And more of a way to show creatively and behind the scenes stuff. And it's safe to say that it's evolved. So I have been going through my external hard drives and everything, trying to find all the stuff that I can reuse. For instance, I wanted to try to post more. Actually, you know what? Let me back up. I should start with this. So everybody thinks they're on social media a lot posting until they actually keep track. So I have been keeping track of all of the times that I actually post something. I have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, my blog on my website, and LinkedIn. Now, those are all the things I usually post to, at least try to do once a day. So I guarantee you, and this counts as tweets or stories. I guarantee you, if you count how many times that you post, your number is going to be not what you think. It could be high, it could be low, but regardless, if you're trying to get a really big online presence, just keep track of what you're doing for 2 days, and you'll see you're probably not doing as much as you thought you did. Because as much as you think I'm doing and I write everything down, it's not a lot, considering how much time people are online and how much time you actually put your own stuff online. It's different. So that was the first thing I did. And I was like, well, I need to start posting more, but I want to kind of be creative with stuff. And you know how when people snapshot their Twitter stuff to post on Instagram, I was like, I want to start incorporating Twitter on Instagram like that, but I don't want to do the same thing. And that's when I remembered that I have a bunch of those photos where I'm holding my cell phone, because 2 years ago I used to do text messages and stuff with that. And I was like, well, I could do this now and it'll be a good idea, because I can mix it too, and I could use all those pictures that I just used for my stories, and now I could post them on my feed and everything. And so, speaking of external hard drives, that's another thing. If you have a bunch of backup of behind the scenes stuff, or photos that you've never used, or stuff that is good, but you don't necessarily want to put it on Instagram, that's another thing that leads me to is Pinterest, is that I have been taking a bunch of photos that, it's like, oh, I'm not going to post it on Instagram, and then just leave it and not do anything else with it. Not Facebook, not Twitter, not anything. And I'm going back, I'm like, man, I have all this cool stuff, but I never posted it because it wasn't Instagram worthy. So the main thing that I'm doing to help my SEO, which is search engine optimization, is I would post a lot of pictures now in Pinterest, but I would change the name, because when you take a picture, it's called APXI blah 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 JPEG. That's not going to help anybody with the SEO. So you want to actually name it something coherent to you, which I name all mine Jonathan Belle or Seattle Superman, and then I'll put it on Pinterest. And then the most important thing to do is make sure you add the destination website. And if you have business Pinterest, which is free, you could tell however many times somebody clicks on a link that goes to your website. So that's another thing. I'm trying to unload a bunch of stuff on Pinterest as I can to keep it in this year. A bunch of my TikTok videos that I save, I'll upload them to Pinterest also. And then also in regards to that is Flickr is post a, like, just if you don't have a Flickr account, they're free also. So just get a whole bunch of photos, name them, and then put them on Flickr. So that way when people type in your name on the internet, more than one thing comes up and Google sees that you're actually like a person updating stuff. So that works out better that way. Yeah, so that was about it. And the main thing is, like I said, I want to try to be more creative next year. So I don't want to have the safety net. I want to try to get out as much content as I can, get in the habit of posting more because, you know, more and more people are online. And if you want to make yourself have more of an online presence, then I have to post more stuff, obviously. So in order to do that, I just gotta suck it up and do it. But those are some of the things that I have been doing this year, this month, going into the end of this month, is to get out new and old. Oh, and also with TikTok as well. So my number one viewed video on TikTok is pretty much footage from me in Seattle of doing a behind the scenes photo shoot with pictures. And it's got 880 some odd thousand views by now. And that was just for me literally going through my external hard drives and finding stuff to use to put on there. So that way, and this still applies with TikTok, I'll be like, oh, I need to make videos. But instead of me like putting in the time and effort to be creative and look through all the stuff that's trending, I'm like, I'll just put all this other stuff up and get out of the way. And now that it's almost done and I'm running out of stuff, it's gonna force me to keep doing new things to keep up to date with the trends and this and that. So that's good on itself. Anyway, like always, if you have any questions, I will be answering them. And yep, have a good rest of the day.